Mr. Boombastic.
I'm just kidding. It's the cold opening. I don't need anything about lights. I lied to you all this time. Put it on.
Oh.
This is a blindfold.
Oh, no, we're doing the cold open right now?
We're doing the cold opening right now. I lied to you. I said I didn't have one planned. I do have one planned, actually.
I was so excited.
I do have one planned.
Is it Pop-Tarts?
It's Poptart
It's
time.
motherfucking Pop-Tarts.
Okay, for reference, this is really bad. Maybe not the best for...
Oh, wait. Is my microphone...
You're good. You're
okay.
good. This might not be the best for Spotify, but let me explain a small little tidbit story about why we're having a Pop-Tart tasting situation right here. I had a Pop-Tart in my car, on my way to work. I had to do something. I said, Connor, do you want to come along? Connor says, yes. Also, will you bring me to the shop? And I said, you're damn straight. So I bring him up. I bring him to the shop. He goes, oh, it's a Pop-Tart. And Pop-Tarts now don't have anything on them, right? So like they used to before, you could tell what flavor it was on the package, I think. Now they don't. Connor picks it up, feels it, says it has to be one of these 4 flavors based off of how it feels because it had the little crumbing on the top. Okay, so I said we're going to do a Pop-Tart taste test. This right here is not the only flavor in here. I have 7 different flavored Pop-Tarts.
I can't see anything.
I
think I've almost hit my head on the microphone a couple times.
He had the blindfold on. That's why I said put it on. I have 7 different flavors.
I'm sweating.
I have 7 different flavors. Only thing I'll say is they're all frosted.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'm on record. That's a very key, important thing.
Yeah, so they're all frosted for one, so they all feel a little bit similar.
Yeah.
But we're going to go into detail. And I got 7, so we're just going to start. I'm going to toss them to you. You're going to figure it out. I want you to know that Alex spent like $20, $30 buying Pop-Tarts. So, Pop-Tart, number 1. Alex, our editor, slightly forward, will put the flavor of the Pop-Tart up on screen. It should be like here-ish somewhere. If not, we're going to say it after he guesses. We're going to see out of 7 how many he gets.
All right, so there is no like crumble texture on top, so it eliminates a handful of Pop-Tarts. But the key important thing is, I can assume there's no like whack like Eggo waffle flavor, right?
I would say that all these flavors,
traditional,
besides maybe one,
okay,
but I still think you might be able to get it.
Okay. So,
and that's just me being me.
Yeah.
So I might be the one in the wrong. Like this one might be the easiest one for you.
Yeah. So like my instinct is initially I'm just going brown sugar, like the maple brown sugar one. There's nothing on top. The frosting is pretty close to the edge. It's not strawberry because strawberry has the flakes on top.
I wanted to be known he hasn't tasted it yet.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Yeah.
Because the only other flavors I could think that this one is going to be, it's going to be brown sugar cinnamon, or it'll be the hot fudge sundae.
Sorry if that opening is a bit unnerving to the ear. We'll try to make it as minimal as
Brown
possible.
sugar cinnamon.
He didn't even bite it, folks. He just sniffed it. He said it. I'm so glad you have a blindfold on. You said it. I just smiled, looked at the camera. I was like, so it's even more important because the box I used.
Oh yeah,
is the brown sugar cinnamon box.
Okay.
So you didn't even see the box. I brought it in a separate. Man. I brought it in a US. DS box, so you couldn't see it.
I'm gonna get flamed so hard for this.
You didn't even taste the Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart number 2. You're gonna piss me off.
Hey.
I'm gonna pull this on the side.
Yeah.
We'll have to go a little bit mute.
Oh, this one has like texture to it.
Yes.
It's not even. It's in the center.
Oh, dude, you can smell the brown sugar. Jesus.
But see, like for me,
Oh, yeah, that-
so when I say that those are the ones I ate the most growing up, it's because I just went, yep, that's it. Anyway,
I don't even eat Pop-Tarts, that's all. I probably, last time I had a brown sugar one was maybe in high school, and I graduated in 2016.
ooh, is this hot fudge sundae?
I have no idea.
Is this? Because it has like just a little bit on top of texture, which could be the sprinkle. I think I feel like the chocolate swirls in the icing pattern.
All right, am I getting a sniff here first, or am I going to get a bite?
I mean, you're gonna get a sniff for sure.
That sounds so weird out of context. Yo, you get a sniff.
Oh, this is Oreo. This is Oreo.
Nope. Now you got break it up. Take a little bite. Take a little nibble.
It's not Oreo?
No. I want it to also be known for people watching. Like, obviously he's eating. I think you could see out of the bottom, like, very slightly. But that mask is so tight that you basically, your eyes are forced closed.
I was gonna say, like, I can barely even see.
Like, if you open your eyes, your eyelashes start, like, pushing into your eyes.
No, like, my contacts are sliding if I try to open my eyes.
Yeah, you have contacts, so it's,
Yeah,
it's a little bit
like,
harder for you,
my
too.
contacts, I also have astigmatism, so the contacts are weighted. So, like, my contacts are just sliding under my eyes right now.
Sorry about that.
No, it is what it is. Like, man, I can't get the Oreo out of my head. All right, so there's crumble on top.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not the hot fudge sundae.
It is not.
And there's definitely chocolate. There's this like the white cream, icing on top. It's got these crumbles. What? Oh, cookies and cream.
Yes.
That's what it is.
You said it without saying it. There, you're like Oreo, right? And
Yeah.
So like you're like it's cookies. It's got like the cream. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you basically just said it, but
yeah,
you just did not. Say
my bad. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
Let me grab this Pop-Tart. Let me move it out of the way.
Yeah.
That's why I felt so bad. I was watching you order like fries, and you just had that Stardust thing. I was like, he doesn't know he's about to bite into 7 different Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Before we started shooting, I was like, oh, I just wanted like a thing of fries real quick. I had a long day at work, and the fries from the undisclosed fast food chain, they were highly unsalted. It was a bad time.
So I'll say you got that on what, like your second guess?
Yeah, because I went Oreos. I went Oreo, and then I was like, I got lost, and I came back, and I came to.
Yeah, you got it like on your second. There's another one.
Huh. What's this?
Okay. Wondering how I know which one they are is we wrote on the back with Sharpie.
Oh,
and I numbered them. And I wrote the exact name on the
because you only brought I only
brought
the one box, and you just put them all. Okay.
Yeah, so even if for whatever reason you would have saw the box, you wouldn't have been able to know which was what.
Gotcha. Oh, there's a little bit of texture on here, but there's only like one corner.
I mean, to be fair, they're all frosted, so.
Well, no, like there's crumblies down here.
No crumblies?
Yeah.
Dude, what if it's just a,
there's not many crumblies. There's only like 2 crumblies left. One with sprinkles, and you've got the 2 different fruits. You got the strawberry and the cherry one that have like the crumbles on top. Oh, this is definitely strawberry cherry. No, I have to break it. Damn.
You really wanted to lock in a guess there.
I did.
You wanted to.
Dude, I wanted to so
you didn't
bad.
Taste it yet, so but you really wanted to lock it in.
It's cherry.
Locking it in?
I'm locking it in.
It's cherry. Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
So he did not taste that one either. He only broke it in half to smell it.
Yeah.
And by the way, for anybody listening, he guessed cherry and strawberry before opening the Pop-Tart at all. So, even if theory, like, you could see, you guessed cherry and strawberry before you even opened the Pop-Tart.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, in theory, if my contacts weren't sliding under my eyelids right now.
Yeah, if you weren't having a bad time right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that was number 3?
That was 3 of the 7, yes.
Yeah, so I'm halfway there. No crumblies, nothing going on.
Oh, God, which one did I hand you?
Um,
I don't know, you'll probably get it right, so.
oh, wait. 1, 2. Sunday? It's got 2 stripes. It's got 2 stripes.
I will say this is the one I thought might throw you off.
It's got 2 stripes, but these stripes aren't in. Oh, these stripes are crisscrossing. Right? Follow it. Yeah.
You're really fondling that Pop-Tart right now. Like you were letting that Pop-Tart
It's a wild berry.
You locking that in?
Why do you make me hesitate? Stop it.
It's just, you know.
No. Wild berry.
Correct. You got it without tasting it once again. You're so weird for that. You're so weird for this. I'm actually so upset. Give me this damn Pop-Tart.
Can I eat?
I'm gonna be honest. It looks gross.
The wild berry one?
Yeah. Look at it. Look at the Pop-Tart.
I can't look at it.
No, I know you can't, but like, look.
Wait.
I don't know if this is from him fondling it or what, but they did not put.
Wait, is it just me, or is this what it's like to be tough?
Take it back. I do not talk when I'm away from the microphone. But, all right, so far,
Hey.
you are 3 out of 4. Your first initial
4.
guess on 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're doing so good, I have to count it as the wrong one.
Fair. Okay.
You haven't even tasted them, and you're just like,
I tasted one. Yeah, it was the one that.
I think I sent you that one.
Yeah, crumblies. Yeah, crumbles on top. So I'm not gonna lock it in because I could be wrong. I could be forgetting something, but it's either sundae or strawberry. So yeah, it's strawberry.
I'm not even gonna ask. It's correct. I don't even want to talk to you right now.
All right, smooth top.
Oh, it fell apart.
What?
I grabbed it in the corner. It broke.
Oh no. It's a smooth top. No striping. Smooth top, no striping, relatively normal flavors. Can I deduce this? Smooth top, no stripes, normal flavors. Go through my brain. Go.
Oh, dude, are we gonna get our second one wrong here?
I can only think of one. I know I'm missing something here. Come on. Oh gosh. Okay, so the only smooth top one that's left I can think of, because you have brown sugar cinnamon, and then everything else has like decorative frosting, like design frosting in the top, or it has some form of texture. So I think the last one that's left that's smooth, that's a normal flavor, is s'mores. Oh, hell yeah, that's s'mores, baby. Hell yeah. Oh man, I'm eating this one.
He is correct. Do you know what the last one is? Do you want to take a shot in the dark?
I'm gonna go with Sunday. It's the one that hasn't come up yet.
It's halfway Sunday. He didn't have to touch it. He knows. Well, there you go. If you all want to be as disturbed as I am with Connor about how much he knows Pop-Tarts.
Can I take this off?
Yeah, you take that off now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that mess you made over there, by the way. Look at all these Pop-Tarts. You didn't even bite them. You got so much work to get through.
Oh my gosh. I'm eating this.
Yeah, you enjoy that.
I earned that one, man. I'm so happy I ended on this one. I love
welcome,
this one.
everybody. I lied to Connor for... I made him make a cold opening just to lie to him. I lied to you all multiple times.
I had one ready, and I was putting you on blast too.
Yeah. So here I am. Welcome to the Alt Tab Podcast. I'm Bricker Laura. I go as Brick if you would like, and that is my co-host.
Yeah, I'm the Pop-Tart man. I mean, I'm Connor.
Connor Brack. Yeah, very nice. Okay. So, are you confident now? Like, are you happy that you did well at least?
Dude, Listen, part of me was like, maybe I'm a little too confident about how much I know Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
And now I'm here and I'm like, no.
Yeah, you get a little nervous, like you're like if I mess up after all this gas, like
I mean, I went what, 6 for 7 on first guess.
6 for 7, yeah. And then like
I feel
you
like
got it.
I even feel like guessing cookies and cream, guessing it as Oreo isn't even that far off.
Yeah, like you're close.
Yeah.
You just had to do a little taste test.
Yeah.
You just had to do a little taste test. So, yeah, that's great. You still want to put me on blast, or are you saving it?
I'll save it.
Oh, you saving it?
Yeah, I'll save it.
All right. So, where to start? I have a bunch of topics. You didn't really tell me your topics. We can just get into something smaller, quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about gaming wise. A game that's very popular right now is Remnant 2. A lot of people have kind of chalked it as game of the year. Some people are using like better than Diablo 4 type thing. Like,
I'm looking at my watch. It tells me it's August 3rd. It feels like
it's a pretty early. It's a pretty early now.
Yeah, last I checked, fall is stacked.
If you don't know, the game you pretty much like load up and it kind of starts you in a random area. I don't know anything really about the game fundamentally, but like I basically watched a video that was pretty intriguing today that kind of made me want to get it more. But Starfield's coming up, so a little bit of struggle for me.
Yeah.
But you start in a random area, you go through, and then basically like your decisions can kind of change how the story goes a little bit. So like, for example, somebody played. They were like, I beat the campaign, what is there to do? One, there's like 10 different character styles you can play. Outside of that, you start in different spots. So like if you beat the campaign once, you're missing 80% of the material if you don't play it again. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of random variables that matter. However, that's not even what I want to talk about. So in gaming, especially games that come to PC, we have a big problem with data miner spoilers. Right.
True.
So generally, I know Overwatch had that for a really long time. You pretty much knew what character was coming out.
I mean, it was also data mining. And I think when it comes to like new games, problem.
Yeah.
Data mining when it comes to current games, not problem.
So the developers did this absolutely genius idea. There was like, this could be the wrong number. I'm going to use 10 if that's wrong.
Sure.
That say it's 8, whatever. You have that many classes. They knew that their game was going to get data mined. So what they did is they put a character that you can only unlock if a data miner finds out how to unlock it within their code. They tweeted about it. They said, go ahead and do it. The only way that you could unlock this character, I forget what it's called now, but like you could only unlock it by going into the code and figuring out the steps in the code and then following the steps, like just random, like they just seem random steps. Like it's 7, 8 steps to go through.
Yeah.
And you just like, that was such a sick way. And another developer that trolled people for data mining is they were data mining Fallout. Pretty much like the Fallout IP. And the developer just went, update Fallout New Vegas 2. So people were like, is this real? What? Like, and everybody started freaking out, but nobody wanted to say that they data mined it because if they were getting joked on, their credibility on data mining goes out the window.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's not a game. Like, if you found out that it was truly coming out, like, in the Fallout series, like, you don't want to talk about it if it's not true. Because people be like, your credibility's like down. You're just trying to get clicks, stuff like that.
Yep.
Because like, obviously, I don't know how to data mine. So if a data miner lies to me, I'm not going to listen to him again. You know what I'm saying?
It's really easy to just be like, okay, I'm moving on.
Yeah. So other games coming out that are new. You have one.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. It's the third episode, if you will, the third chapter in the Baldur's Gate franchise. It's for D&D players who, want to play online, basically, and want to play in that video game format. It's, from what I'm understanding from articles on pre-release and the beta and alpha testing, it feels more for the player that hasn't played D&D yet. And this is probably more geared towards a person like yourself.
Like me?
Hasn't played D&D, understands the concept of D&D.
Right.
I want to play in this fantasy world with all these characters and classes and these items. And I want to get gear. I want to get big. I want to do the cool, splashy stuff.
Yeah.
And it takes the physical, social element out of it. You're now online. You can remove that social angst, little social angst. You can remove that from the equation. And the game might allow for people to learn how to play D&D based. Not learn how to play, but learn, oh, yeah, I like rogues in D&D. I've got a sneak attack, and I can, bonus action to hide in a shadow, and I have increased rolls on certain abilities, and you can learn, like, oh, these classes are fun.
Yeah.
And I can imagine that Baldur's Gate 3 might even open up to a world similar to GTA 5 Online, where they got that big RP element where people are just in a Discord. Yeah, they're just going to role play in Discord together.
Is it open world?
Yeah.
It's like completely open world?
For the most part. So it's isometric view, top down.
Okay.
Not like full on top down, but
like Diablo-ish?
Sort of.
Like Diablo's kind of like top-ish, like kind of tilted. And I think you can adjust it a little bit, but
Baldur's Gate's similar to it.
Right.
And that's to account for the massive combat area that's going to have.
Yeah.
So you can see all angles without it being completely top down, because that would be boring.
Well, because the other thing too is like Skyrim, for example, like whenever you're seeing your abilities in action.
Sweet.
Can't really see them in first person all too well sometimes. Like, for example, like big AoE thing in Skyrim, they're like, well, we want you to be able to see the ability work. So, like, if you use it, like the two-handed ones, it takes you out sometimes. Well, I guess it doesn't. You have to. But, like, when you get out, you see your character doing a full, like, body thing. Where if you're in first person, you just see your hands kind of move around and then, like, the front's kind of lighting up. But realistically, that's all the way around you. So, like, where on there, it's like, I don't know a whole lot, but like if you're summoning things and it's summoning all around you, like now you'll see it summoning all around you.
Let's think of this in like a League of Legends sense. There's characters like Garen, you play TFT, you play Teamfight Tactics.
Yeah.
Garen spins all the way around.
Garen spins,
so
spins.
In this game, you would be able to see from that, you'd be like, oh, I'm watching my character like twirl and like swing his great sword.
Right.
I'm hoping that Baldur's Gate is a gateway for newer players to the D&D world, and that they can find their way from the virtual world maybe into a physical setting, or from the virtual world of video game Baldur's Gate 3 maybe into a virtual world Discord session of D&D.
Yeah.
And play on like Roll20 or whatever have you. However, I will give you a more detailed update on the game next week. The game drops. The game drops tonight, the day that we are recording. So it drops tonight, and I'll be, ears on the ground, listening to all the news about how the drop went.
Yeah, you're a big D&D guy. So
yeah.
I know you're going to be tuned in.
Yeah, I'm in.
Like whether you play it or not, you're basically going to know the entire storyline, everything happened.
Because
that was like your one downside, right? With the initial launch was like you don't have a lot of freedom, but like also giving overall universal freedom is pretty hard to do.
It is.
Like, if you really want to do some crazy thing, like, I want to burn this random building down. Like, just like, so for example, you want to be in whatever. It's like, well, we have 18 quests inside this building.
Yes.
Like,
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where, like, over the tabletop, the Dungeon Master will be like, all right, roll.
Yeah.
And then you fail, and it's like, you lit yourself on fire and you died. Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
And it's like,
real aggressive.
Yeah, so like, but like that's also according to your DM.
Yeah.
DM stands for Dungeon Master.
Yeah,
so
it's to the DM's discretion. If the DM was like, sure, you can steal the tavern keeper's daughter. Sure.
Right.
Well, guess what? You can't go back to that village now because the entire village is after you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Guess what? All your quests were coming from the merchant in this other part of that village. Have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
So, but yeah, I'm excited for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, so what you're hoping, and here's a little segue. Oh, yeah.
Little two-way leaner?
A little like lean to the left action.
Oh.
Another thing that did really well at that is Arcane.
Yeah.
For, League of Legends, a lot of people were like, oh, I like these characters. I want to play them.
Yep.
So, like, you just started Arcane.
Yes, I sat down to watch episode 1 last night. I did not realize they were 40-minute episodes. Well, the first episode's 40 minutes.
Yeah, so you keep going.
Yeah, and I sat down. For dinner, me and Alex, we sit down to have dinner, and we typically try to watch a show together.
Yeah.
Just a little thing. Typically watch like a 20-minute video, a 10-minute video or something. And I was like, oh, well, Alex is busy tonight. I'll watch an episode of Arcane just to pass the time.
Yeah.
And I hit play, and I looked down at the timestamp and went, 40 minutes? Oh. Yeah, and so I looked at my brother and said, I'm going to get halfway through this, and I'm going to stop. Because...
Yeah. So there's a reason for that.
Okay.
A little bit. So it's 12 episodes.
Yes.
It is, like, you know how in anime you have arcs, which they range? Every 3 episodes is an arc. Yeah. So they kind of have to do longer episodes to kind of be like, for example, every episode is pretty much like a short movie.
Yeah, if you put all 3 episodes together, 40 minutes apiece, that's 2 hours.
Yeah, now you have like a longer extended movie. So, yeah, if you ever watch Arcane, don't be threatened by the time per episode.
Yeah.
You're like getting through an entire, if you want to specify like anime terms, you're getting through an entire arc in 3 episodes, like 2 hours, which is reasonable for like an arc in an anime style.
I would like to talk about a different anime near and dear to our hearts.
Okay, I got one question though.
Okay, what's up?
Have you watched Cyberpunk? Did you watch it?
I watched episode 1 and 2.
Not your thing?
The animation and the writing just wasn't there for me. I think I was at a disproportionate time in my anime watching at that point. I was rewatching Neon Genesis for the umpteenth time.
Yeah.
And I was watching Naruto at the time. So it's really hard to make that jump.
Yeah, it's definitely different. We can talk about it later because you have a topic, but Alex was your partner. Alex was like, ask Connor why he hated anime until you told him to watch Naruto. And I was like,
I'll go on this right now.
I was like, you really want me to walk in there and gaslight him today?
I'll do it because we brought it up last episode. It's the fact I just didn't realize anime was anime.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
that's the hardest part about it.
It's the shows that I watched. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so Castlevania isn't an American anime. It's American studio animation.
Yeah.
And
so it's not
a Japanese anime.
So it's not considered an anime,
but I love it.
Right.
Everyone in our age group grew up watching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Not an anime.
Correct.
Could be like
some argue it is.
Yeah.
Some say it's not.
But again, this is why I'm on a hill that I don't care to die on because guess what? If it is or isn't, I love the show.
Right.
Guess what else? I've watched Neon Genesis probably 8 times through, like the actual show.
Yeah.
That's why I watched it 8 times through. It's an anime. Favorite show. Like, it's one of my favorites ever. I love it. Growing up, did I know it was an anime? Did I watch it because it was an anime? No, I just
it was just like, to you at the time.
Yeah.
Not to discredit Neon Genesis, but you at the time were like, oh, this is a cartoon. Like, I watch cartoons.
Let's list the other ones. I watched Neon Genesis, arguably a show I probably shouldn't have been watching at age 7 and 8, but Dragon Ball, Bleach, Full Metal.
You like watch all this. I had Parasite spoiled to me 20 years ago, and I didn't even realize. Okay, so I'm 26. I went to live with my dad at like 12-ish. I don't remember the exact dates. But like at 14, I was watching, I think, Toonami at the time. Yeah. And Parasite was on, which I don't know if you know what Parasite is.
Yes, I know what Parasite is.
Have you watched it?
I have not.
You should. It's really good.
I've been told.
I like Parasite a lot. It's a lot about like humans not really caring about their like being super efficient to some extent. There's obviously more to it, but like, but this thing is like, I'm doing everything I possibly can to stay alive and maximize my output kind of thing. So it's like, so it's really good. And there was a character in it that dies. And I'm watching it. And I don't remember if I've watched Parasite or not. Of course, bro. I watched it literally whatever. I'm 26. That was 12 years ago. If that timeline's right of when I watched it. So that was 12 years ago. I'm sitting here and I'm watching it. And all of a sudden this building shows up. and like PTSD comes out, and I go, I know this building for some reason, and the character I really like is about to walk in this building, and I just dread set in. Everything went wrong.
Oh,
this
no.
character went in. I said, I've seen up to this point.
No.
So you can character just
That's tough.
it.
That's tough.
Dude, I was so mad, and this happened a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like, and of course, it always happens in like those type of animes where it's like I'm only ever going to be 25 episodes or however long.
Yeah.
And I just like I've caught in a couple of them when I was younger when I was watching. I think like I'm not entirely sure, but I think Death Note was also one of them that I caught like. Nothing like crazy in it, but it like came back. Like I had watched. What do they call it?
Yeah. You said that. You asked me way too fast.
Deja vu.
Vu.
That's
Boom.
yeah.
Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, sure. But good song too.
Good water.
Oh my god.
Deja blue.
Deja blue. But
Cringe.
so you said you had another anime you wanted to talk about.
We already talked about it somewhat, but I'm excited. This Saturday, spoilers if you haven't watched Naruto Shippuden all the way through. But the Battle in the Leaf Village, I get to sit down and watch it this Saturday.
Oh yeah, because you're watching it with your friend.
Yeah,
So you caught me off guard because I thought you were talking about the 4 episodes that they're doing.
No.
I was like, it's this Saturday?
I am thrilled. I got my friend to start watching Naruto, and he watched most of base Naruto up until
Until you can pretty much skip.
Yeah, up until just after Sasuke retrieval arc.
So he missed like a random mission and then like the Gaara thing, right?
Yeah.
Like where Gaara,
And that's
you meet Gaara again, and Gaara's like transitioning to be a good guy.
yep, and it was literally 4.5 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we skipped that.
Yeah.
When
You
did
gotta get through it somehow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, went to Shippuden, and he watched Shippuden really religiously for a couple months, and then news that his fiance was pregnant came in, and life shifted for a little bit, and it's about to shift even more because the kid comes here next week.
Oh,
So,
you might not be watching Saturday.
No, we are watching Saturday.
What's the kid come Saturday?
No, kid, they're inducing her a week early.
Oh, okay.
The kid's definitely not coming this weekend.
Okay.
But the big perk that I told him, I was like, well, hey, all I hear is you got a lot of anime to watch.
Yes, sir.
He's taking 2 weeks off of work. He's helping take care of the kid. I'm like, homie.
So, for reference, Battle in the Village, because that could be referred to as like normal Naruto. It's the pain arc.
It's pain, baby.
It's the pain arc. So the best part, arguably, and not even arguably, I think, but the best part in Naruto in general is coming up. So that's pretty sweet.
17 episodes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is the very first episode, the invasion of the Leaf Village, is the episode I'm coming in on, which means the episodes that he just finished were the training arc for Sage Mode.
Yeah.
And he is ready.
Yeah.
My friend Quentin, he's like, man, he is about to be him, and I can tell. I'm like,
oh yeah, you're gonna find out.
You're gonna find out today, brother.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to that.
So I'm excited. I'm going over. I'm playing disc golf on Saturday morning, and then he said to pull up Saturday. So I was like, I was going to do a Commander Masters draft, but we got anime to watch. So
yeah, we got some homies to go. Some time. I just remember like you watching, and you would just talk to me about it, and you would give your thoughts, and I'm just like, yep. That's not me answering your questions. That's just me like, yes, anding you pretty much. I'm just like, yep, sure.
I did the same thing to him today at work.
It feels bad. But you're like, it's so great.
So my friend Quentin, we actually share an office.
Potential spoilers, maybe.
I gave spoilers at the front. I said, hey, if you haven't seen this.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But I'm just, again.
Yeah.
If you want to skip, probably like 10 minutes or so.
Well, I asked him, and I said...
Even though they're probably not going to be big spoilers.
True.
Nevertheless.
I asked him straight, I was like, so, what do you think is about to happen? Just like very forward. And he's like, I think the next couple episodes, the reason why you want to watch it is we might get like a big Naruto Sasuke battle coming up. Naruto's got Sage Mode. He's just gonna go find him and find out he's part of the Akatsuki, and he's thinking about it. He's working through it.
Yeah, he's working through it.
And now that Sasuke wants to like come after the village, and all these things, I'm just over there like, yep,
keep going.
And so then I was like, I had to hide my questions behind trivia.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
So
when you want to ask a question, because for me, it's been a long time since I watched it when you were going through it, and I'm like, do you know who Killer B is?
Yeah. So I hit him with like, hey, bro.
Has he seen Killer B yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he saw Killer B.
No. That whole fight is before the Sage training.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't remember exactly where everything.
It goes
line.
Death of Jiraiya. We said spoilers.
Yeah.
People should know.
Yeah, that is a tough one. I mean, that's
no.
That's tough. Alex,
oh no.
Our editor, your partner, is the one editing this and has not watched it all, and you just straight rip one of the most heartbreaking parts in the whole show.
He's not gonna watch it anyway. I know. He's like, when I have time, I'll watch more of it. I'll watch more this summer. Guess what? We're in the summer. The summer's almost over. I'll put you on blast. Don't you worry. I know you're putting captions above my head. I know. I know it already happened.
It's tough.
It is tough. But so it's Jiraiya, and then Toby waking up Sasuke after the battle,
and then finding out about Itachi, pretty much.
Yeah, finding out about Itachi, and then after that, Sasuke and I don't remember what his name for the group that he had. I can't remember that name. But then they went to the Akatsuki and they were like, here's your robes. Go get the Eight Tails.
Yeah.
And
go get smoked.
Yeah, go literally get your plot armor beating around. Have fun.
Yeah. Go get your plot armor on.
So I played a game with my friend and I was like, hey, trivia time. I asked a bogus first question. Second question I went, has Sasuke won a fight?
The answer's never.
No. And so he's going through it, this, that, the other, and he goes, well, he beat Itachi, but Itachi kind of just like fell at his feet. And I can't tell him. So I let that one slide.
Yeah.
Right? And then I was like, well, what about Killer B? Mind you, he thinks they won the fight against Killer B too. You wanna know why? Because at this point in the show, they haven't revealed that it's just a tentacle clone.
Oh yeah.
They haven't revealed that yet. So it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Also, if you realistically, I don't care if you think Sasuke won against Killer B after dying 4 times in the fight, you're faded. Like. Yeah. Sure, if you give him, like, the broken abilities, like, oh, Killer B made himself the biggest target he possibly could for somebody that has an unextinguishable fire in his eyeball, maybe he'll win one. Maybe. But he already got smoked 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Not even close.
And not even close. And arguably, weirdly enough, you would like, Suigetsu is probably the best matchup in that scenario that it could be. He got to so I don't know if you know how much he can. If he's in a body of water, he can control the entire water.
Yeah, he is the water. Yeah.
So like, he literally controlled the entire water that Killer B was in.
Yeah.
To hold him to fire off Amaterasu. It's like, or I just remembered how to say that, but Amaterasu. But yeah, we'll get off our Naruto tangent. We'd just be a Naruto podcast at this point, but
I'm in the tennis match with Spy Family.
You're into the actual tennis match?
Yeah.
So you haven't got to watch the rest since we talked, like.
No.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm thrilled right now. I'm in like tennis match number 2 of the tournament.
Have you? Because they end up playing one of the
siblings.
Yeah, so they start like cheating and stuff.
Yeah, they start cheating, and that's where I'm at. Like, I think I'm halfway through that interaction.
Right.
So that's my update on that. I should be done with that before next episode. So
Yeah, because you got like 3 episodes.
yeah,
Maybe.
I have 3
would say
episodes.
3 episodes max.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be done.
But
What you got?
I mean, the only other thing I got here is apparently I spit or I dropped my drink fluid on there. Probably just spit. I have our draft. Is what I
Yeah.
got. Unless you have another topic.
So
To get into first.
let me pull this up real quick because I had one thing I wanted to just like hint at a little bit. So, before we get into the draft, just a little look ahead. We will be talking about Magic,
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about Commander Masters.
all of that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do that after a bit. We're gonna cover this
All right.
draft up.
So, to be straight up front, we have to have some shorter bits, for the old tiki talk or
Yeah.
other places. You gotta spread it around so people can find us. So what better way than doing a draft? It's called a snake draft, I believe, where one person picks once, and then the next one, whoever's at the end, picks twice, and then it would circle back through. But since there's only 2 of us, it'll be one pick, pointing at myself because I'm going first.
Yeah.
Connor will then pick 2. I will pick 2. He'll pick 2. I'll pick my final 2 to finish off my 5.
Pick one.
And then he'll pick one last player. And we might throw a random 6 player in. Maybe if I have somebody on my list that didn't get picked. Or we'll talk about special mentions of people that we
Yeah,
didn't.
I think we'll just keep it to the 5, and then we'll just be like honorable mentions.
Why we didn't mention certain players, maybe.
Yeah.
So my first pick, and the reason he's my first pick, is because I think he could play with anybody, and he's the greatest shooter of all time. I'm going to pick Steph Curry.
Bias, but okay.
A little biased, but
No, I'm factual though.
one, I think there's almost anybody in the league, you put him on the team, he could play with.
Mm-hmm.
So, already, you're not going to have somebody that's going to be upset that another player's taking the spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree with that statement.
There might be, one random, but at this
I don't
point...
think Dylan Brooks is that random.
In the league, I don't even know how. So, but, for example, realistically, Draymond's just a better Dylan Brooks.
No, for sure.
So, I think we're good.
There's minimum 31 other players who are starting that are better than him.
So my thing is, I don't think there's ever going to be a point that you put anybody on Steph Curry's team that he's going to be like, I don't want him to have the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So my first pick is Steph Curry, best shooter of all time, in a league that's kind of got a lot of bigs. So a little bit rough, but
Yeah. I'm going with Jokic and Murray.
Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray.
Yeah, I'm taking the tag team duo from this year's champs. I would take Jokic, Joker at the 5 and Murray at the 1.
So, a little thing I forgot to mention, of course, at the beginning, was chemistry and things matter.
Yeah.
Playability together matters. So, of course, you said
I'm
you're picking a duo because
Yeah.
it meshes well. For me, I got a person that's already meshed well with Steph Curry before in my second spot, and that is Kevin Durant.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I figured you're taking
already
something
worked well together.
Yep.
And I'm going to pick probably a big that would run and gun with him. I think Jokic, reason I wasn't really looking at him, didn't think he'd be too well. I'm going to pick Giannis Antetokounmpo for my third spot.
Yep.
So I have Steph Curry, Giannis, and Kevin Durant. I actually have my 1 through 3 pick right now. So, what are you crossing off?
Giannis.
Yeah, so Giannis Antetokounmpo, 1, huge body.
Massive.
Huge body. Steph Curry misses, Kevin Durant misses, which is never for Kevin Durant. He's the most efficient shooter there is.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need the ball to play. Steph Curry doesn't need the ball to play. Giannis, sure, but I'm going to throw it down to Giannis against pretty much anybody. Multi-time league MVP. I think you'll be fine.
I do think our 2 bigs are gonna. I think
Be battling for a while. If Jokic is your only big, I would prefer Giannis in a running gun game, but Joker probably is better in a slow down game because Joker can shoot threes a lot more efficiently.
I definitely have. I think I have a different take on the strategy of my game compared to your game.
That's kind of what the NBA comes down to, right? It's we're both gonna.
I'm either gonna force you to conform to how I want to play the game,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna have to conform to how you play.
Yeah,
And typically,
it's pretty much how it's going to be. Yeah.
yeah, and typically whoever has to change is the one that is the team that loses. So,
All right. What do you got now?
okay, so I'm excited because I know you're 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good now.
Yeah.
I do. I'm gonna take Love at the 4 and LeBron at the 3.
You got LeBron from me.
Yeah.
So you're taking Kevin Love?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Kevin Love and LeBron. Again, two guys who love playing together, have history, have good chemistry. LeBron and Murray have both been on not on the.
Why didn't pick Kyrie?
I don't want Kyrie right now because Kyrie and Murray wouldn't mesh well.
That's kind of true, yeah, because you have a decently good point, and I think Murray's not afraid to take the shot.
Everyone that I've listed so far, wheels and deals.
That's true.
Everyone is like a very selfish player. I want that ball moving around the court. I want a very slow, precise. You can shoot your threes. I want to control the pace of the game.
Yeah. So I have one. Okay. I think I have to go a little bit bigger. I thought there might be a chance you let LeBron slip.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Then the reason we say that is because, again, everything matters. LeBron's a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just talked, my team's really run and gun. LeBron's a little bit more,
I mean,
like, at times, let's slow it down. You know what I'm saying?
hear me out though. Name a better transitioning defensive player
Than LeBron?
Yeah,
I would say Giannis.
I mean, like, okay, already on your team. Next.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I see where we're going now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're talking. These are obviously going to be made to win it all, right?
Yes.
So, like, what else? Playing regular season? Who cares? Make it to the playoffs. And speaking of people that do not care, I'm not going to say my 4th spot yet, but my 5th spot, and I'm glad I got to lock him in, is Hemi Buckets, dude. Jimmy Butler is in my 5th slot. I know I'm out of order, but I knew you would try to get him on your team, and I said Himothy motherfucking Buckets, dude. I love that guy so much. I'm so happy that I got him in that last spot.
I'm so upset.
And
so,
you know what?
you were trying to take Jimmy Butler and LeBron James at pick 4 and 5.
Yeah.
What?
What do you mean, what? I didn't even say my number 4.
Finish.
So, 4, I have a little bit of problem with some of the people on my list. And it was really like how much you messed with me and if I just needed somebody to score.
Okay.
So, like, for example, I had Luka on here, but Luka needs the ball, defensive liability pretty much.
Yeah.
So, like, he's pretty low. I have Devin Booker.
D-Book, yeah.
D-Book's pretty good. Like, go get a bucket guy. He can have spurts where he's the best player in the court, but I have Kevin Durant for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I got Kevin Durant, so I'm like, I don't really need D-Book, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving was on here if, like, all my point guards were taken and I somehow had to go, like, Kyrie, LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
But for my 4th spot, I'm actually going to go Joel Embiid.
Sweet.
The reason why is at this point, I'm taking Kevin Love out of the game.
Yeah,
Kevin Love is not playing anymore.
I see that. That.
So I think Jimmy Butler reasonably at this point of the game is like fine to match up with LeBron. Jamal and Steph are obviously guarding each other.
Not really, but
like I have Giannis, so we have like Joker against Giannis, big guy. I know Joel. After I don't know how many interviews you've seen Joel. Joel really just wants to win.
Yeah.
So like,
he's hungry.
Giannis really wants to win, and Steph Curry always has something to prove because short guy in the NBA. So he's
I guess even though he has all the accolades.
Yeah, he has all the accolades, but somehow everybody keeps just saying, yeah. It's like when people try to argue like Tom Brady's not. It's like, brother, he has so many. How many more Super Bowls did you want him to win? You were already bored of watching him go. That should tell you that he's been to the Super Bowl too often. But all right, you got your final pick. I took Jimothy from you. I didn't take your. How tragic would it have been if I took your other one?
No, because Butler I actually replaced my original number 5 with Butler.
Ah.
Yeah. The reason why I replaced number 5, my 2 spot with Butler, my 5th pick. I say 2 because I'm going off of the positions of the court. Those are like they're getting a little mixed up here. Murray, like point guard 1.
Right.
so on. Murray at the 1, LeBron at the 3, Love at the 4, Joker at the 5. My 2 spot is I'm going to actually move this guy out, and because I need a clutch shooter. I need game on the line. And
Can I take a guess?
No. Go for it.
I feel like it's Dame Dollar.
It is Dame Dollar.
It is Dame Dollar.
Yeah.
I have him on my list, but Dame Dollar was my backup point guard if you took Steph. If you were going first
around.
and you picked Steph, Dame was like, we've seen him hit clutch shots.
So my reasoning for wanting Jimmy Butler over Damian, right?
Somebody set the alarm.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's going to come through.
I hope not. We have the alarm is being set at the moment. Is that the bomb going off?
No, it should just be being
not an actual bomb.
Yeah,
not an actual bomb.
So we're on one side of the building, the other side's being locked up. I didn't see it move the mic. It might be when I'm talking in there. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, so
we're good.
I think we're good. What you were saying?
The reason why I wanted Jimmy Butler is he's played with Kevin Love, actively on the Heat.
I mean, that's fair.
They've got chemistry. LeBron and Love have chemistry. Like I was focusing on people who are selfish, who are good passers, and then I wanted active shooters.
So you mean non-selfish? I said selfish.
Selfless players.
Okay.
I wanted selfless players and active passers, but also almost everyone on the team other than Love can just randomly drop me 30.
That's true. I think that's kind of where I was at too.
Yeah.
Like Joel Embiid's probably the least, but
again,
he's guaranteed 12 rebounds.
Again, he's both at our 4.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about my honorable mention also, who would have been my 5th pick at my 2 spot, Malcolm Brogdon.
Brogdon. I'm surprised you didn't go Shea Giannis Alexander after we talked about him. He was but I butchered his name, I think. But he was my special pick. I think he moved. He did play for OKC.
I don't know if he moved. So
he played behind Westbrook initially.
Gotcha.
I think. That could be wrong, too.
But
I could just be butchering it.
Yeah, I took Brogdon. For those that don't know, Brogdon was 6th man last year. He got a 6th man award. Just had a really, I know it's an average year. He was consistent. Yeah, just a consistently decent year coming off the bench. Was great. Had good 3-point shooting. He actually ended up in the top 10 of 3-point shooting across 80 plus attempts in a minimum 55 games.
Yeah.
And I'll take a 48% shooter beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's only one other player I would take, and it's a little bit of risk this year because we just saw 1 year of excellence, and that'd be De'Aaron Fox. Mm-hmm. Over the regular season was literally the most clutch player.
Yes. Their
team's super young, so he had a broken finger, and they were we still want you to take the last shot, and that's pretty wild. He had to guard Steph Curry just running ragged.
Yeah.
Just all over the court. So yeah, we'll run over it real quick. If you would like to let us know who you think would win in the comments or whatever. Starting position is Steph Curry. Well, the one. I said sorry. Yeah. The one, Steph Curry. The 2, I guess, would be Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Butler would be the 2.
So my second pick, though, was Giannis and Kevin Durant. Yeah. But Kevin Durant would be at the 3. And then Giannis and Joel Embiid would be your 4 or 5. Yeah. Which I guess you would probably have Joel at center and Antetokounmpo at 4.
Yeah.
So I have the best 3-point shooter to kind of fill in the gap.
Yeah.
Also, Kevin Durant, one of the most efficient shooters in the league's history. I have them 2 to kind of fill in the gap where Giannis and Joel might have to find themselves launching a 3 in a random shot clock situation. And then Jimmy just literally does not care if he scores.
Yeah.
Somebody to hold people accountable if they're being lazy, something like that. Hold
people accountable, but also just randomly be coming down the court, slow moving, oh, I'm just taking it.
Yeah, I also think Jimmy has kind of like the Mamba mentality where he's going to look at Steph Curry in the room of moving around, like doing his workouts, and be like, I respect that guy. Like, that guy's work ethic is insane.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody says about him. It's like players actively in the league go work out with him, they quit halfway through. And apparently Steph Curry also dumbs his workouts down to hope they can finish, and they still can't.
They still don't.
So,
it's tough.
I mean, when you run the most in the entire NBA, nonstop, never move, just like never get tired, dropping 40 a night, sure, yeah, you're probably in pretty good shape.
I'll take Murray at the 1, Lillard at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Love at the 4, Jokic at the 5. I think you're playing a little bit faster pace game. I think you want to run and gun a little bit more.
I would say so, yeah, to be honest.
I want to walk down the court, milk the clock. I want to pass the ball around, get the defense moving, and I'll take 2 points, basically.
Yeah, I think I have a better run team, like go on runs. You might have a better, like, stay ahead by 10 team if you get out early. Because, like, LeBron's done that for years, where he knows how to do it. Joker's not going to complain, I think.
No.
Jamal, also, if you need somebody to kind of match 3 for 3, he can. I don't think as high of a level as maybe Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. But
I'll take Lillard, though.
Oh, yeah. Lillard in heat check time.
Heat check for sure. Can you imagine Lillard and Butler? Because this would be turned into like a pickup game, basically.
Oh, yeah, dude. I would love to see this match, by the way.
It'd be sick.
Genuinely.
Be sick. I think your big men would be a problem, though. Even though I'm playing a slow-paced game.
You would have to try to spread them out. And
for sure.
Like LeBron, you're gonna need LeBron have a good 3-point series.
I don't think I need LeBron behind the arc. I think I need him hitting the J's.
Like the elbows.
Yeah.
Like little elbow corner pockets.
Just play. Give me like 12-foot shots from rim.
Yeah. And just to pull them out a little bit.
Just to pull them out just a little bit, and let the Joker and Love just play close to the basket a little bit. Let Jokic pass the ball around, get some good ball movement. Yeah,
I might be a little soft in the pick and roll game, but that's kind of why I picked another big.
Yeah,
where like against, for example, the Warriors pulled. The Warriors pulled like Anthony Davis out to the paint, and they relied on like kind of LeBron to be the big man down. Like, what are you gonna do? Pull Joel out and then look in the paint and just see Giannis standing there? Like, what are you doing? Like your guards are gonna be like, well, that was the other reason I like to get up Durant, because Durant can shoot over anybody. Like nobody's stopping Durant. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious, but
the only issue that I have with your Durant pick is injury, really.
So to end it off, some of the people I didn't even look at because I'm just not dealing with the injuries. It's Anthony Davis.
Yep, for sure. It was on my list. I was like, big men, because I was like, oh, what if I just like did like a Monstars joke and just like, here's the 5 biggest people in the NBA. Good luck. Yeah. And you're like, well, I'll take all 3-pointers.
And not only that, I'll just take the fact that it's 5-on-3 probably.
Yeah.
This is the other reason I didn't take Kawhi Leonard.
Correct. Yep.
I think, I'm not sure, but I saw some people like where Paul George admitted he's not a first.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, I don't want a non-first guy.
I don't want that mentality.
I do think Paul George and like these type of, I think he'd be a great pick for this because there's a lot of firsts on your team, so you don't need him to be a first. You need somebody that's willing to go. And that's where Jimmy Butler came in.
Yep,
Jimmy Butler is like willing to do that.
Reason why I took Brogdon. I need someone who knows that typically they're coming off the bench. Not that Jimmy or PG would, but they're surrounded by firsts.
Yeah,
I need this person to probably be overlooked. In all reality, if Brogdon stepped on the court with all these people, all your 5 and my other 4, what's the chance that he just gets overlooked?
He's getting a 1-on-1 every time at minimum.
Yeah,
or maximum probably. Like,
let's say he wins 50% of his 1-on-1s.
Yeah, because that wouldn't technically mean he hit all of them, but he's getting like a great look half the time. Yeah, I mean,
of course. But that was my thoughts on Brogdon. But we can saddle up, mosey on out of this one.
Mosey on out.
I had a great
anything
time.
Left? No.
On
I would watch Chick and that might be picking up in the mic. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, you can. Oh, it is my ASMR video now. Let's go.
You got a little bit of sweet tea over there. So, final thing I have, which will be closing it off, unless Connor has something else that you'd like to bring up. We talked about anime a little bit, things we're watching. I don't really have. I watched Call of the Night. Everything I've been watching, I can't really talk about.
Yeah, because it's stuff that I want to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm just behind.
Like JJK, for example.
Yep.
I'm caught up on it. The new episode, we released this podcast Thursday intentionally in case he does get caught up on JJK, because I'm not going to talk about the episode the day it releases, because a lot of people are hyped about it. I'd hate to spoil something that's actively happening.
Yep.
But, like, Call of the Night, pretty good. It's really vibey. Like,
it's on my list.
I think you'll listen to the outro every single time. It's just like one of those, when you listen to the outro, like, you're just going to listen to it every time.
Like I talked about, I know you brought up the other outro from Spy Family, but the very first outro from Spy Family. Straight.
Also, dude, I think my favorite part about anime is coming up is soundtracks are getting, like, a lot better with the show. And, like, the outro is, like, matching a whole vibe and stuff. And you're just like, yeah, this fits that character.
I'm on my way going out to lunch today with Quentin.
Yeah.
And certain someone comes on. I just go, that's my bitch Lisa.
Hey.
And
so, just for reference, if you've watched Demon Slayer before, the major song from it is sung or sang by Lisa. I can't remember her last name. But it's Grunge, I think it's called.
I'll be honest, on Spotify it comes up as asterisk, 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 asterisk.
Okay, so
it's just
I'm pretty sure it's Grunge.
Okay.
But that could be wrong. Either way, everybody knows the major song from Demon Slayer if you've watched it or heard about it. So Connor randomly goes, dude, I found this great song, and he sends it to me. And I don't even click on it. I just see the picture of, like, the album cover or the one-shot cover. And I said, yo, that's my bitch Lisa. And he goes, what? I was like, yeah, man, I know that song like everybody does. And he goes, oh, man, I really thought I was in the deep with this one.
Yeah,
like,
it was like a year ago. It was
a while ago.
Probably longer.
It was probably longer than that, yeah.
It might have been MH2 longer ago. Ooh.
Yeah, it was a while. Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about Commander Masters.
I was about to bring it up because I just remembered. Because that's how this works. We talk, and we just forget that we had a window open somewhere.
We forgot it, yeah. So
yeah, drafting Commander Masters, super sick. If you haven't done it yet, and if you're financially able to, or if your friend has a box that they want to do it. We had a great time. We did 2 drafts, just 4 people. We did a little hybrid, granted, because we had a whole box. We had 4 people. We drafted 3 packs.
Yes. And
then we sealed open at the end 2 packs.
Yeah. So the prize support for doing a draft is very casual with these type of things, because it's like 4 players going into a pot. It's a commander draft, so you play around with 4 players, so it's a little bit hard to be like, yeah, you got last, which can just happen if everybody teams up with, for example, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah,
like, oh, I'm not gonna hit my friend, let me hit the other guy I don't know, and then your friend's like, oh, well, my friend didn't hit me. I'm not saying that would happen here. A lot of times the friends are gonna kill each other here.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty funny, but. Yeah, so you do that, and then everybody gets 2 packs no matter what you do. Mm-hmm. You just kind of have to play. Like, you can't just, like, get your packs and leave.
Yeah.
So instead, we were all kind of like, well, we don't want to not open the packs. Like after, and we're like, what if we just throw them in? Like, you get 2 sealed packs. Instead of drafting 5 packs, like, let's just seal the last 2. You get lucky if your things work out, which is a little bit like Connor, however. Did not get lucky, but got lucky at the same time. Lantax and Archangel Avison.
No, it's not Archangel. I got Avison. Avison, Angel of Hope.
I say it's the old one.
Yeah, it's the old one. Literally, one of my 2 sealed packs. This is why you do it at the end, because if you open stuff like that in the beginning, you're like, well, I'm on white.
Yeah, you're forcing white.
Well, guess what? I drafted all red green cards. I had like 5 or 6 non-red or green cards in the entire draft pool.
Yeah.
Cannot play white.
Yeah, so it does suck a little, but it's also like you can get a lot of help, or it just doesn't help you at all.
Or in that case, the other pack I opened the uncommon red legendary dragon that I played in the first draft.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
That proved to be good.
Yeah. 6 mana, 6/5 flying haste.
Which commander damage is also a thing in this. So you start at 40, but like real quick, you can get hit out in the game with commander damage.
There's a lot of equipment in this draft. So
Yeah.
you just start suiting up things on it. And it's like, good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck. So finally, we do this little thing at the end. Maybe not every time. I think
it should be, though.
it could be every time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad at these, to be honest. Like, just straight up, I'm pretty bad. However, we do a card guess. A lot of times, this one's not because this one's very specific. We have a promo coming out September 22nd. And after that, you can give out as a WPN store. It came up today, and I said, Connor, I got the card. So normally, the way the rules work is it's a card legal and playable, like either playable doesn't mean it is played.
It is
But
legal.
it's legal in Modern, or at very least Pioneer, and so on and so forth. We try to do cards that we generally think each other would get. But this card I do think Connor would get. It's a promo, and it's very exciting of a card. So, and it's kind of got some funny lore behind it a little bit. Like, in terms of, like, I won't say too much.
Yeah, because my brain's already working. It's already firing on all the
So
cylinders.
things we know, and I told him ahead of time because, again, our normal rule is it's, like, legal and Modern. It has not been printed to be legal in Modern.
Okay.
So it is not, can't play it Pioneer, you cannot play it in Modern. It has not been printed. So this would be like
Choose
farther out territory.
Yeah, like.
But I
okay.
don't think it's so obscure that you can't get it.
Understood.
I
Okay.
don't actually genuinely think it's that obscure at all. But
So WPN promo. I'm going to ask the first question. Is it color identity in the mana cost? Is it colorless, red, or white?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that question, for example, cuts off that it's blue or green.
Yeah.
Is all it, or multicolor.
Blue,
Well, I get
blue, green, black.
blue, green, black. Yeah, because you
Yeah.
asked color. Normally, colorless isn't normally like in the
Well,
question, but
Because I feel like it's going to be an artifact.
it's a promo, so it's like everything's loose.
Yeah.
So
Is it an artifact?
it is indeed an artifact.
Okay.
So
Okay, so it would be colorless then because we didn't have colored mana in artifacts before now. And if there was color in an artifact, it would have been in the text box. See composite golem. Okay, so it's much older.
this is why he's better at the card guessing game. I don't even know the card he just mentioned.
6 mana, 5.
Just stop talking. I'm already mad at you about the Poptart still. So like,
Yeah, welcome. My name's Connor, and my brain is full of magic and Pop-Tarts.
yeah.
So,
So
okay.
we know that it's an artifact. You basically narrowed down that it is colorless.
Yeah, so it is colorless. It is an artifact.
Which also shuts out the question, is it permanent? That's a normal other question that we ask.
And it does not have a modern legal printing. Does it
Correct.
have a mana ability?
Have a mana ability? God. I believe, let me phrase it this way. I believe it can be pithing needled.
Okay. Yeah, again, if you're not
This could be wrong,
okay.
but I think something in its text allows it to be pithing needled.
Okay.
The way it works.
Noted. Does it have imprint?
No.
Okay. Okay. Artifact. Pithing needle. You can pithing needle it.
Yeah. And of course, because we're in the podcast, I will eventually give hints.
Yes.
Because obviously we don't have all day.
Yeah, we can't just sit here forever and figure it
Yeah.
out. But remember, play it back at home. Try to figure this out with me. You might already know it. Maybe I just look bad. So, was it printed in...
Oh God, you're gonna hit me. I know when it was. Like I know the set, but God, you're gonna hit me with the date. And
No,
not
I'm hitting with sets.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it printed in the Urza's block? Urza's
Can you name the Urza block?
Destiny, Legacy, and...
I think the answer is no.
Okay.
But
it's the hammer, the cog, and...
Yeah, I don't think it was printed in
Okay.
there.
And the flask. Okay. So it's not that. Man.
I'm going off the screen. I can't cross my leg like that. I was trying to be like the teacher.
Yeah.
In the corner, just like...
Due to time, I think I have to ask for a hint.
It is heavily played in EDH. Or, like, competitive
EDH.
Competitive commander.
And it's an artifact. It can be needled.
Listen,
is it a non-creature artifact?
It's a non-creature artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the needle might be capped. Like,
might be capped. Okay.
It might be capped. Like, I don't want you to dwell on that.
Is it Ashnod's Altar?
No.
It can only play it at C. It sees play in CDH.
Other hint, it sees play in Legacy.
Is it played in lands?
No.
Okay. Brain function
I can see it kind of happening. I just need you to spit it out.
Does it get played with Painter Servant? No. You would have popped that one up.
Probably. I'm actually not sure.
Oh, it cares about color?
No.
No. Okay.
Like no, but like you can also combo servant people. So like that should be a hint in of itself.
Is it not Grindstone?
It's not.
Yeah. Okay. That was like the.
I will tell you, it is played in the one Legacy deck that I played.
Oh, oops. Lotus Petal?
Indeed.
We have a WPN promo Lotus Petal?
You have a foil etch WPN promo Lotus Petal.
New art?
No. But it looks sick. Hopefully Alec can find it and put it up for anybody that's watching. But yeah, so I think that could be needled because you have to sacrifice it. Mm-hmm. And then it adds mana. It's not like tap out mana. So correct. I think that could be
correct.
Needled.
Things that tap sack can be needled.
Yeah. So it has received 3 other printings.
Oh, you ready for it? Tempest?
Well, okay, so 4 outside of Tempest.
Okay, so Tempest Mystery Booster. Mm-hmm. It got printed. It doesn't have a secret layer. So it would have been reprinted in...
I will say they're the oddball ones. You should be able to get one.
From the vault? And...
What's the other one? You should know this one.
I should? Oh, no.
It's almost like Painter Servant and Grindstone also.
Oh, yeah. I don't even count the Masterpiece as a print because it's...
Kaladesh Masterpiece.
Yeah.
So it's technically got... That's what I'm saying. Its prints don't matter.
Listen here. I knew all the sets. I have too much in here.
Yeah, it like doesn't matter. So it was like... It's technically been printed in sets further beyond. But I didn't think Tempest was in Urza, but I was also like, I couldn't rip the 3 Urza ones.
You know what's crazy?
What?
My next thought was Tempest block. And I was just like, if it wasn't Urza block, I was just going to Tempest and be like, fire this one off. Because Tempest block had some really baller artifacts.
Yeah, so it is Lotus Petal. Hopefully we can find the picture.
Oh, I want the Will Smith meme, like, boom. And then Lotus Petal will appear, hopefully, right
Lotus
there.
Petal will appear.
Yeah.
Anywhere. So any closing remarks outside of that?
Yeah.
Only, if nothing else, I will say this just because we're using their area.
Yeah.
Somewhat, kind of sponsored by Apex Gaming.
Sort of, somewhat.
We are using their studio. If you care about Magic the Gathering at all, September is 18th? I'm getting my days mixed up. The 12th, I think. When's the event?
Yeah.
12th.
Sure.
You don't know.
I don't know. My phone's over there.
My phone's somewhere as well. I think it's in my pocket, but I'm not getting it.
Well, guess what? We'll throw the date up here as well. When I say we, I mean Alex.
I'll put the events up. So if you care about Magic at all, look up the Apex Gaming Invitational Series. It's a lot of people on Twitter are talking about it.
So much fun.
For example, we had Tanny shows up. We had Ross shows up. Elliot's coming. I think Corey Ballmeister's coming. There was a talk at one point that Reed Duke might be showing up.
Jim?
Yeah, Jim Davis, old Jammy Jim. Dude, I was so upset. I watched that one tour, and because now you can actually wear headphones and listen to music while playing. You have to show your phone if the judge ever asks.
Correct.
But so Jim's just on stream, just bobbing. You can't like see it, but like he was just wiggling the whole time.
Yeah.
But they're coming. Not this time, but the next time. Like the Scry Babies are coming. Yeah. Commander Group, things like that. So pretty exciting overall. There's like some other people coming. I can't remember them all off the top of my head.
Good time to be a local. Good time to be a Magic player anywhere near us right now.
Yeah, so I wanted to give them a little bit of shout out because we are using their studio. These are their microphones right now. We will have our own studio eventually, but Connor had some things come up, so we kind of got to wait.
Studio will be in my house, so just got to push it back a little bit, and then we'll get it all set up.
But other than that, I want to thank everybody for watching. I, again, am Brack. This is Connor Brack. We will be doing this every Thursday, and it'll be airing every Monday.
Correct.
Unless Alex has 8 more mess-ups again.
Well,
Don't cancel me, Alex. Great. But other than that, we'll see y'all later.
Now get out of here.
Then get out of here.